Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Entertainment on Point. I'm your host, Miss Alexis.
And I'm your host, Hannah Bazet. From brand new albums, new movies, fashion shows, and so much more, we have quite the show for you. But first, let's kick it off with this week's top stories.
The Queen of Rap, aka Nicki the Ninja, Nicki the Boss, Nicki the Harajuku Barbie, is launching her own record label as a Republic Records subsidiary. Minaj shared the news during the latest episode of her Queen radio show for Amazon Music Amp platform. She dropped the names of the artists who are currently signed to her label, which represents a wide variety of music beyond hip-hop and rap. She signed Nana Fofi, a Ghanaian descent R&B artist from the Netherlands, Tate Kobang, an American rapper from Baltimore, Rico Dana, a Queens native rapper, and London Hill, who is an American rapper from the Bronx. Minaj said during the show, quote, "When I get behind an artist, y'all know how I do ish for people that's not even signed to me. Imagine what I'm gonna do for the ones that's signed. Don't think my label is just rap, black, or anything. We got some other genres of music," end quote. Minaj, longtime friend and songwriter Patty Lauren will serve in an A&R role at the label. Minaj also said that she will be revealing the name of the label on her next episode of Queen Radio. But announcing her own label isn't the only thing the Queen of Rap shared. The super freaky girl rapper released her first single of 2023 called Red Ruby the Sleaze. Minaj rapped over a sample of Lumidee's Never Leave You, Uh-Oh, and referenced her 2018 Billboard Hot 100 Top 10 hit and alter ego Chun-Li. The Barbs are saying that there were multiple shots fired in the song, so EO peeps, make sure to listen to Red Ruby the Sleaze on all music platforms. How do you feel about Nicki Minaj? Do you feel like she still deserves the title Queen of Rap today, 2023?
Yes, I absolutely think she does. I think she's so important to the rap industry, and she's paved definitely a way for other rappers, or other women who rap especially, to kind of come up in the scene. And I do think she deserves the title, and I'm excited to hear what her record label is like.
Yes, and then she also spoke about how she's releasing her next album pretty soon. So Barbs, make sure you keep an eye out.
Are you ready to drop it like it's hot? Your money, that is. Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, Too Short, Warner G, Burner, and DJ Drama have announced a huge collaboration tour called the High School Reunion Tour. Rap fans may remember the movie Mac and Devin Go to High School, which came out in 2012 and starred Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa as two struggling high school students. While the movie didn't get too much buzz, the soundtrack released along with that movie features the iconic song Young, Wild, and Free, featuring Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, and Bruno Mars. Earlier this week, Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa announced the tour on their various social media pages, and fans were super excited to see the pair together again. Tickets were set to go on sale just days after the show was released, and ticket prices ranged from as low as $35 and as high as $249 for pre-sale. The tour is set to begin in early July and end in late August, and they will travel to 33 cities, including Wiz Khalifa's hometown of Pittsburgh, PA. They will be heading to the Pavilion at Star Lake on July 18th for that show. Other than dates and ticket prices, not much else has come out about the upcoming tour. We're hoping as it gets closer to tour time, more information will be released, and are very excited for Snoop Dogg, Wiz, and everyone else for the shows. So what do you think about this? Are you going to try to get tickets for these shows?
I'm personally not a Wiz Khalifa or a Snoop Dogg fan, but I definitely respect them, and I listened to their music before. They're really good artists, but I wouldn't buy tickets, but I'm excited for everyone like who lives in Pittsburgh and was Khalifa. He's a native, so I feel like it's going to be very exciting, especially for the Yins.
Yeah, and the tickets are really cheap too, which I think is
Yeah.
nice. $35.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably in like the back of the pavilion for that, but I don't think those are bad at all, especially compared to all the other ticket prices we've seen thrown around recently on Ticketmaster and stuff.
Beyonce, Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, Taylor Swift, like they've been crazy all over the board. So I think it's a good price, and I think if you're trying to have a good time,
I feel like that's literally the reason. Like they
Yeah.
want their fans to know, like, be able to come and support them. So.
Star Lake's a good venue to like have a rap concert like that too, because they don't really care at Star Lake.
The Tomorrow rapper Glorilla is devastated after the crowd crush from Sunday night performance at the Main Street Armory in Rochester, New York. After 11 p.m., Glorilla and Finesse 2 Times had finished performing, and the crowd started to surge and rush towards the exit. According to Rochester Police, Chief David Smith said, quote, "There were reports of individuals hearing what they believed to be gunshots inside the venue, causing the crowd to panic. There was no evidence that anyone fired a gun inside the venue or that anyone at the venue was shot or stabbed. The injuries were caused from being trampled," end quote. After finding out about the incident, Glorilla went on Twitter and tweeted, quote, "I'm just now hearing about what happened. WTF. Praying everybody okay. I am devastated and heartbroken over the tragic deaths that happened after Sunday's show. My fans mean the world to me. Sad face emoji. Praying for their families and for a speedy recovery of everyone affected," end quote. Rochester Mayor Malik Evans explained that what happened at the concert is totally unacceptable. He said at a press conference on Monday, quote, "This is a tragedy of epic proportions. It's something that all of us who love concerns worry about. When you go to a concert, you do not expect to be trampled. Your loved ones expect you to be able to come home and talk about the experience you had at that concert," unquote. Finesse 2 Times or his team hasn't made a comment about the situation yet. A Boogie with the Hoodie was city officials of Rochester plan to meet with Main Street Armory's owner, Scott Donaldson, to discuss the path forward for the Main Street Armory as an entertainment venue. Isn't like crazy, like imagine going to a concert and then everyone is just running over you, like I don't know, like
Yeah.
what do you think? Like what is happening to you at that moment?
I don't know. I feel like I'm probably one of the people getting trampled. I don't know if I could
No, don't say that.
run fast enough to like beat the crowd. I mean, it's certainly like a really scary situation to be in. I can't imagine like being in a place like that and thinking like, oh my gosh, like someone has a gun.
Yeah.
And especially with all those people there, it's probably even scarier. Think of like Ariana Grande's show. I think it was in Manchester where someone set off bombs. Like that's horrifying. That's super scary. You don't go to places like that and expect to like have something horrific like that happen, especially because there were lives lost, which is even sadder. But
three ladies died from that night.
It was just horrible. May they rest in peace.
Yes, thoughts and prayers to their families.
I don't know what I would do in that situation. I don't want to know what I would do in that situation.
I don't wish that on anyone. Like that is very serious.
Yeah, hopefully you, me, everyone watching, hopefully no one has to experience that.
Be safe.
Morgan Wallen's new album, One Thing at a Time, was released earlier this week after months of anticipation from fans, and it did not disappoint. The album featured 36 new songs, including 3 features from other country artists such as Hardy, Ernest, and Eric Church. Wallen is going on a worldwide tour beginning in just a few days and will be performing alongside the featured artists Hardy and Ernest. The tour is set to last until the beginning of October, but additional shows continue to be added. Prior to the release of his album, Wallen had teased snippets of different songs on his Instagram and TikTok. He even had a private release party for a few lucky fans who got to hear the entire album a few days prior to the release. One Thing at a Time has broken the record for the biggest U.S. streaming week for a country album, surpassing over 315 million streams in just 4 days. This passed Taylor Swift's Red, Taylor's version, which previously held the record. Along with the studio album, Wallen released several videos on his YouTube channel entitled the One Record at a Time Sessions, and these videos consisted of him singing a few of the songs on the album acoustically, making fans hopeful that an acoustic album may be in the works. Finally, in celebration of his album release, Wallen held a free concert in the city of Nashville for fans. All fans had to do was line up outside Bridgestone Arena box office, where nearly 20,000 free tickets were handed out. This came after Wallen received backlash late last year when fans were upset that Wallen didn't have any Nashville shows as a part of his tour. Wallen, who is from Tennessee and is constantly talking about his roots, wanted to make it up for fans who couldn't believe that there were no Nashville shows taking place. Just a few hours after the surprise announcement, Morgan went on Instagram to tell fans that all of the tickets had already been distributed and thanked everybody for the support. As of today, Wallen's album is still dominating the charts, with 5 of his songs taking the top 5 spots on Billboard's Hot 100 and all 36 new songs being in the top 50. I am one of the lucky fans who has tickets to see Morgan this summer and cannot wait for the show. My favorite songs from the album are Me and All of Your Reasons, Hope That's True, Neon Star, and I Deserve a Drink. Congratulations to Morgan Wallen on his breakout album, and we are sending him well wishes as he prepares to embark on his world tour in the next few days. So what do you think about this? I know you're not going to see him in concert, and I know you're not a big country music fan, but out of the 36 songs he released, they're all in the top 50, which is huge. He's broken records. So what do you think about that?
I feel like this is very big, especially for him as a music person in the country industry. I believe like from the backlash he received, I believe late last year on the comments he made about minorities, I feel like this is his chance to redeem himself and, you know, show that he truly is sorry and he truly cares about his fans and he appreciates all the support and love that he's been receiving ever since his career. So I'm kind of excited for him, and that's really a big deal. Like 36 songs, like all of his songs on the charts, like you can tell his music is very impactful.
Yeah, and I mean, it being in the top 50, I think that's huge, but also the free concert too. I think that's epic. Bridgestone Arena isn't some small venue. I mean, that's
real?
it's a big arena. So, yeah, I think that's really cool. What do you think about that?
That's awesome. I'm thinking like it's like a small, like little stadium, you know, and then the fact that he 20,000 tickets.
Yeah, for free, for completely free. He didn't profit a cent. I think actually he put his money into the show, which I think that's really cool too. And I think that was a good way to make it up for fans who were upset that there weren't any Nashville shows, which I do think is kind of weird because he is from Tennessee.
Yeah.
And Nashville's like the country music capital of the world. So I do think it is rather odd he isn't having shows there. But I think it was nice that he did that free show. And hopefully people who weren't going to get the chance to see him otherwise were the ones who got the tickets and not people who maybe had tickets to other shows.
I don't know, you convincing me to get a ticket.
I know, you got to come.
We're going to go for a quick break, but when we come back, our first reporter, Cade Montgomery, is here to tell us about what iconic movie is being turned into a musical.
Regular physical activity is one of the most important things you can do for your health. The benefits of physical activity include brain health, weight management, reducing disease, strengthening your bones and muscles, and improving your ability to do everyday activities. So, it's time to get up and be active.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Thanks for hearing me out, bro.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Welcome back, EO Peeps. Next up, we have Cade Montgomery here to talk about an EOP fan favorite movie, Mean Girls. Cade?
Thanks, Hannah. This is so fetch. Mean Girls the musical is being adapted into a movie and it has officially begun production. The Mean Girls Instagram and Twitter pages announced that the movie had begun production via social media posts, writing, quote, "Lights, camera, plastics, hashtag Mean Girls Musical," end quote. Mean Girls was first introduced as a movie in 2004, which later became a cult classic film that still has a large following. The movie was then adapted to the Broadway stage when Mean Girls the Musical opened at the August Wilson Theater in 2018 and was nominated for several Tony Awards. The cast for the movie that we currently know about, due to posts on the Mean Girls social media accounts, features Renee Rapp as Regina, B.B. Wood as Gretchen, Avantika as Karen, Anjali Rice as Katie, Ali Carvalho as Janice, Point Park alum Jaquel Spivey as Damien, Christopher Briney as Aaron, Jenna Fisher as Katie's mom, and Busy Phillips as Regina's mom. Both Tim Meadows and Tina Fey will be reprising their roles from the original film as Principal Duval and Miss Norbury. Broadway and TV star Ashley Park, who originated the role of Gretchen in the Broadway production of Mean Girls, even announced on Instagram that she would be making a cameo in the film. There is no word yet as to if any of the plastics from the original film version, which consist of Rachel McAdams, Lacey Chabert, Amanda Seyfried, and Lindsay Lohan, will appear in the new film. The film does not currently have a release date, but longtime fans of the original movie are speculating that the film will be released on October 3rd, as, quote, "It's October 3rd, end quote, is one of the movie's most famous and iconic quotes. And if it ends up being released on a Wednesday, well, you better be sure to wear pink. Now back to the totally gruel Miss Alexis at the desk.
Thanks, Cade. That was so fetch. Next up, we have Kali Unwinder giving us a recap on Percy Hines and Jenna Ortega's comments.
Thanks, Miss Alexis. Actor Percy Hines White and actress Jenna Ortega are under fire from fans following accusations and accountability threats. Percy Hines White, who played Xavier Thorpe in a hit show Wednesday, has been accused of assault and abuse by multiple women who were underage at the time of the alleged assault. The allegations arose in a Twitter thread started by @Milkovich, who shared her experience and outrage against White being in the show around mid-January. These women are from Toronto and claim White and his friends at the time were notable predators in the area. Many claim that he used to throw high school parties and purposefully got them inebriated in order to have inappropriate physical relations. During the series of parties, they claim he was around 17 to 20 years old, while the women at the time were 13 to 16 years old. The thread also included text conversations with Hines and inappropriate photos of him sent to other women, as well as a separate Twitter thread accusing him of being racist, which included a video of him saying slurs. More recently, Jenna Ortega deactivated her Twitter this week in response to a slew of targeted Twitter attacks. There's no official reason for her breaking from social media, but fans suspect it was for her comment on Dax Shepard's podcast, Armchair Expert. During the interview, Ortega shared that she had a close relationship with White, in which many Twitter fans were relentless in shaming her and commenting on her controversial script changing during the show's filming, or the latter, in which fans seemed concerned with her safety, citing the photos and videos of her with White. While some want Jenna Ortega to comment on her relationship with White or condemn him, news outlets like Glamour magazine reference that the fans' response is uncalled for, as fans' parasocial relationship with Ortega is unhealthy and a projection onto the actress, who for the most part has no connection to White's actions or controversy. The magazine also shares that, quote, "Instead of pushing Ortega for a premature response to unsubstantiated allegations, we can show for people in our own lives. We can sign petitions. We can demand better support for victims," end quote.
Thanks, Kalyan. Don't go anywhere, because after the break, our next reporter, Natalea Hillen, is going to tell us about a major fashion show comeback. Hey!
Good evening and welcome to Newsnight. My name is Craig Frykowski.
Tonight, we'll cover all your international, national, and local news.
Australia is one of the most biodiverse countries on the planet.
Over 8,000 items are to be auctioned off at Pittsburgh International Airport on October 22nd.
Last Thursday, the House committee investigating the January 6th attack chose to subpoena former President Donald Trump.
All this and more
Coming up on Newsnight.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back. Next up, our reporter Natalea Hillen is here to give us all the tea on what fashion show is making a return. Nat?
Thanks, Miss Alexis. One of the most famous runway shows is back and better than ever. The Victoria's Secret fashion show is making its return this year after a 5-year break, but not the same thing we have been used to watching. It is coming back as a new version. According to Bazaar, Victoria's Secret CFO Timothy Johnson confirmed in a statement, quote, "We're going to continue to lean into the marketing spend to invest in the business and also to support the new version of our fashion show, which is to come later this year," end quote. The lingerie catwalk not only is a fashion show, but also a huge entertaining event that features many performances from well-known artists. According to Bazaar, the show was canceled back in 2019 due to a decline in sales and TV ratings, while, quote, "figures falling from 5 million in 2018 to 3.3 million in 2019. In previous shows, there were also worries about there being a lack of diversity and inclusivity. According to Bazaar, in 2021, Victoria's Secret tried to rebrand and completely reinvent the brand to have ambassadors instead of angels. The ambassadors were brought on to, quote, "inspire change and positivity, an ever-growing group of accomplished women who share a common passion to drive positive change," end quote. Singer Lizzo commented on the fashion show, making its return in a tweet saying, quote, "This is a win for inclusivity's sake. But if brands start doing this only because they've received backlash, then what happens when the trends change again? Do the CEOs of these companies value true inclusivity, or do they just value money?" End quote. Keep out on the lookout for the official airing date of the fashion show to come out, as it will be premiering sometime later this year. Back to Hannah at the desk.
Thanks, Nat. Next up, we have our reporter in Disney World, Jordan Green, is here to tell us about what movie trailer is going to be premiering at the Oscars. Jordan?
Hello from Florida, EO Peeps. I'm currently a cast member here at Walt Disney World in Florida, so I'm here to give you all of your Disney news updates. Now, Disney is coming out with a new live-action film, The Little Mermaid, and on March 8th, they released the official poster for the movie. Now, the official trailer is going to make its first debut during the Oscars this upcoming week. Now, the thing about this live-action film that has everybody talking is Ariel's new look. Ariel in the live-action film is going to be played by Halle Bailey, and the movie is not the only thing making changes to Ariel's look. Walt Disney World here in Florida is doing changes to the meet and greet that they're bringing back to meet Ariel. You can now have the chance to meet the original Ariel and the Halle Bailey version. So if you're planning on making a trip over here at Walt Disney World in Florida, be sure to stop over by Ariel's Grotto in Magic Kingdom to see which Ariel you can meet or try to meet both. That's all I have for you for now, EO Peeps, and I hope everybody has a magical weekend.
Thanks, Jordan. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, Natalea Hillen is going to be playing a fun game of Guess the TV Show with our EOP cast. You won't want to miss this.
Regular physical activity is one of the most important things you can do for your health. The benefits of physical activity include brain health, weight management, reducing disease, strengthening your bones and muscles, and improving your ability to do everyday activities. So, it's time to get up and be active.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Thanks for hearing me out, bro.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Welcome back to EOP. I'm your free segment host, Natalea Hillen, and for today's segment, we are going to see how much the EOP cast knows about the TV shows that we watched when we were younger. I am joined by Anna, Cade, Jules, and Collion to see how they're gonna do. Are you guys ready to play this?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna read clues off, and the first person I see that sticks up their hand like this is gonna, say it. And if you don't get it right, then the next person will follow, okay?
All right.
All right, first one, are we ready?
Yep.
New York City. Penthouse.
Jesse.
Yes. Jules, 1 point.
I was like, wait.
That was good.
Said he was a little too.
Yeah. The third clue was Bertram, and that would have given it away. Yeah, so I was trying to make them like, obviously. Yeah. All right, number 2. Cartoon. Disney. Green hair, orange hair. Anna.
Wait, green and orange?
Green hair, orange hair.
Skip me.
Who was up next?
Me.
Was it Collion?
No, I don't know.
You're gonna have
I didn't.
I was gonna say Fairly Odd Parents, and then I was like,
I didn't see. Let's just go with.
It's Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, it's Phineas and Ferb.
I heard green, and I
was gonna say the Laura.
Yeah, ignore me. Ignore me.
All right, next one. Performing Arts High School. Cade.
Victorious.
Yes.
Woo!
Wow. Wait, what about Ant Farm?
I was gonna say Ant Farm.
Well, they were like a natural talent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and
we
the whole
got
school
1
wasn't
point.
focused on that. It was just like
1 point Jules, 1 point Collion, 1 point Cade. Okay. Anna, let's get it. Come on.
You got this. You got this.
This is
you.
me.
All right, ready? Best of both worlds.
Hannah
Jules.
Montana.
Yeah.
She did not
Okay,
hesitate.
so we got. Okay.
Let me
next
have a
Jules.
chance.
Sorry, Anna. Sorry.
All right. Next one. Magic.
Where's the Waverly Place?
Yes.
Woo!
All right, cool. So 1, 2, 1, 1. This is anybody's game.
Mm-hmm.
Next one. 2 brothers.
Oh, Drake and Josh.
Jules.
She's on something.
All right, I'm gonna do one more.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, she already won.
Yeah, nobody else can win.
You have to do 2 more.
So negative.
All right, we'll do 2 more, so then we can see
if
what
someone
happens.
can pass.
But if Jules gets this one,
Because
she
Jules, I want to
wins.
challenge her.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do web show.
iCarly.
Yeah. All right. So what are the points? We got
Coming
2,
for ya.
1, 2.
3.
Jules.
She has
Jules
3.
has 3.
No, I thought you had
and then
3.
Colin on 1. All right. This is the final one.
You might be able
Are
to
you
tie it
ready?
up as the winner.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
Underdog.
Blonde curly hair.
Oh, wait, no.
You raised your hand.
Blonde hair.
Blonde curly hair.
LM for the initials.
I knew it. Liv and Maddie.
Underdog came back.
I was thinking Lizzie McGuire.
Yep.
Okay, so
What
points?
We're tied. Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. This is the tiebreaker.
Okay.
So we can't be in this one.
This
Yeah,
one's
you
gonna
guys are out.
be. This one's gonna be
Sorry.
really easy. So you gotta.
You gotta be quick.
Boy Meets World.
Girl Meets World.
What?
That's not fair.
Okay, you want to do a different one?
No, she won, but
All right, Jules won.
You had me confused.
We're gonna let Jules take it.
You guys
Jules,
kind of
congratulations, you did amazing, and a nice comeback from you.
Thank
Though.
you.
Very nice job, guys.
I never give up, guys. I'm always in it.
Never give up.
Well, that's a wrap on this week's episode. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Entertainment On Point, and we'll see you next week.